Okay, so this video is for my Linux users. So if you're one of those Linux users, then this is how you get started with Python and Linux. Now we're going to show a couple things. And if you're not a Linux user at home, or if you're not used to using Linux, no worries. I actually teach a course that you can start if you want to, Linux Systems Administration and Security. So if you go to my course profile on Udemy, you can see that course right there. If you're interested in learning the ins and outs of the Linux operating system, how to administer and secure it, that is your golden opportunity. So with that out of the way, if we open the terminal up and we type Python 3 on a traditional Ubuntu image, then it opens up a shell for us. So if you're a Linux user, this is how you can in real time, start doing some commands. So you'll see if I do this simple command right here, we get some feedback. Now if we want to get a little different with it, we'll quit out of that, clear it, and we can do sudo apt-get install Python, or sorry, no, not Python, idle. And then we authenticate that. Okay, we have idle installed already. If you run idle, then we can get what we have in Windows. And so now you can do the same thing. You can actually run commands in real time here, or you can make your own files and run them right here. So those are the two ways which you can do this. Now there's one more way, and we'll remove this file here, nanofile.py, and we start at the top with user bin python. Now we will do some ambiguous Python command, save that, and we will change the permissions on that Python file. You'll notice it is green right now, and we can do python 3 file.py, and that is going to work. So your options as a Linux user, and there's way more. You can do PyCharm on this too, but this is good enough for the case of all the options you get in Linux. So your options are Python 3. Your other option is idle. And the third thing you can do is natively create your own files and then run them with Python against the file. So again, if you're not a regular Linux user and you want to learn a lot more about Linux, then go on ahead and check out my instructor profile and get started on learning Linux. It's a great opportunity. Most servers and cloud computing solutions run on it, and a lot of cybersecurity jobs ask for Linux as one of those skills. So if that's something you're interested in, go on ahead. If you're a regular Linux user, then you know exactly what I was doing in this video. So if you're not in that category, don't worry, it's okay. So we're going to primarily be working in Windows while I write Python. So in the next video, we'll get started with some Python things.